Hello, you are welcome once again to New Focus Approach to Mathematics Basic 8. This is the revised edition, and in this lesson, we are looking at representing organized data on Waffle diagrams. And this lesson can be found in page 276. In our previous lesson, we looked at how to organize data using tables or frequency distribution table. And I told you we're going to do another one that will be using graphical representation. So we are going to use one of the graphical representation, that is Waffle diagram, and see how we use that one to represent data. Talk of Waffle diagram, we are looking at our Waffle chart. It's essentially a square grid where each cell represents a portion or percentage of the whole. These charts are great for displaying proportions like election results, composition of a population, and so on and so forth. To draw a Waffle diagram, we usually use 10 by 10 cell grid, okay, with each cell representing a percentage point. Example can be like this. So we can have this one. You can see that each of the colors represent a particular proportion, okay, or you can also use percentage where you have this 43% can be shaded, 61% can be shaded, 38% can be shaded. If I'm going to use this particular approach to our level now to do this, let's take example and see. A table shows the enrollment of learners in a certain basic school from basic 6 to basic 9. And so basic 6, the enrollment is 72%, and basic 7 is 60%, 68, and then 83%. Now this question, they've given us the classes and they've given us the percentage enrollment. And so there's no need doing any calculation again. We just to represent the information using the Waffle diagram. So what you do is that you introduce your 10 by 10 grid, okay, 10 by 10 grid. So you can see here we have 10 by 10. Okay, now 10 by 10 means you have 100 in all. You understand? We have 100 in all. That means the small cells you see here represents in all together is 100 because it's 10 here and 10 there, making 100. So if I shade only, let's say 30, means I've taken 30%. And if I shade 50, I will shade the whole of this, and that will be 50%. Okay, so that is what happens. Now what we are going to do is to pick every cell, represent every cell by a class, so that we can compare their percentages. So here, since we have B6 to be 72, we'll shade 72 of the cells, which will represent 72%. Then when we pick that of the B7, okay, is 60%, so we shade up to 60 of the cells, that represents 60%. And if you pick B8, B8 is also 68, so we shade 68% or 68 of the cells. Then finally B9 is 83, we shade 83 of the cells. Now when you compare all this is what you have. So we have your B6, B7, B8, and B9. And you can see from the diagram, using the pictorial representation, you can see that B9 has the highest enrollment compared to B6, compared to B8, and then to B7. Right. Let's take another example and see. This time I want to have a question whereby we have to calculate the percentage ourselves. For example, look at this question. The table shows a population of 4 cities, okay, 4 cities, city A, city B, city C, and D in Ghana, and those who have registered for health insurance scheme. So we have the first column representing city A. The total population is 150,000. That means 150,000 people are living in the city. And out of the 150,000, 90% of them have registered for the insurance scheme. City B, they are 160 in all. Only 120 have registered. City C and D has been given. So the question is, which of the city has the highest number of populated individuals or highest number of individuals who have registered for the health insurance scheme? If you don't take care, if you look at it directly, you might think 120 being the highest value here. That means they have the highest number. And then if you look at this one, you might think they have the highest. But you have to compare that to the total population already. So what we do is that we find the percentage of the city A. And to find percentage of city A, we take the 90 divided by 90,000 divided by 150,000 and multiply the whole thing by 100. Now with simple calculations or cancellation, we can have this cancel that two of the zeros here can also cancel these two zeros. So we have 900 rather, divided by 15, right? And that will give us 60%. Then we pick the second city, which is city B, 120, okay, 120,000 over 160,000 times 100. Then again, we can cancel 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So we have 1,200 divided by 16. And when you have 1,200 divided by 16, that will give us 75%. So 75%. Then we look at that of city C. So we have 90,000 compared to 100,000 times 100. And again, we have two zeros cancel here. This cancel, this cancel, this. Hold on, this and this goes up. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we have 90, just 90% left. Okay. Then the final city, 100,000 divided by 125,000 times 100. So again, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So we have 1, 0, 0, 0, 0 again. All right, that's 10,000 divided by 125. And when you do 10,000 divided by 125, we have 80%. So you can see that initially you could have thought that people with the population with 120 who did the registration will have the highest number of populated value. I mean, people who have accepted the what do you call it, the health insurance scheme. But you can see from here that rather city C has the highest number of people who have accepted the insurance scheme, because per their population, majority of them have registered for the health insurance. Now, how do we represent this with the waffle diagram? So now these are our percentages. So see this, that, and that. Now, the first of all, we have 60, that's city A. So city A, we shade only 60. Then city B will shade 75. Then city C will shade 90, and that of the D will shade 80. Now, when we bring all of them together like this and you compare them, you can see that city C has the highest, right? I'm sure this has really helped you in understanding this concept. Thanks so much for watching.